First of all, I want you to look at this headline. I think I made it as big as I could. Report: drinking water in most New York schools is safe from lead. Everyone see? Now here's the backstory. In January of this year, the commissioners from the Department of Education and Department of Health prepared a report for Governor Cuomo explaining that we have come far. We have a status report that 86% of the reporting schools do not have unacceptable lead levels, which would be 15 parts per billion. So it was a glossy press release released on a Friday afternoon in the newsroom. I was a news editor that day, and I was aware of it. And it was something of a rah-rah statement. And so then, as I was watching the wire reports, we call it the wires. You know, this is how we stream in the Associated Press, the New York Times stories, the ones that we can select, that we subscribe to. Well, I found this from the Associated Press report. 14% of taps at New York schools unsafe for lead. Everybody see this? Now, notice that the first exhibit that I showed you was based on that 86% number that was in the press release. And guess what? A lot of newsrooms took the bait. The one you're looking at was published in Politico. This one, the Associated Press, which of course was republished. This one was the Oneida Dispatch. They just picked it straight up. Here's this one. So I want to show you these two numbers. 86% versus 14%. Which number are you concerned about in your public school? Which one? 14%. I let you answer it, didn't I? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a demonstration of the difference between public relations and journalism. This is the optics of journalism, I declare. 14%. You want to know if your sons, daughters, grandchildren, nieces, nephews are going to be harmed by that water. And what disappointed me in that press release was that there wasn't a bold, strong statement saying, you know what, we know that there's a deficiency and we're going to eradicate it. This was a glossy report. And you would think, well, the government works for the people, right? And so, you know, it's for the people, so you would think, well, they would emphasize that. Well, the government is a brand too. And they also want you to feel good about the services that they're providing. And to a measure, that is important. But I'm just telling you that through the optics of journalism, we're concerned about the 14%. Now, the other thing I must tell you is that this is very easy to do now, because most newsrooms are reduced by about 50% of the size that they were compared to the previous decade. 50%. Some newsrooms are closed. We have fewer copy editors, fewer reporters. And so now you don't even have enough margin or time for the reporter to check this. I would say that the Politico reporter, look at this. The timing is always so smart. Friday, end of the week, colleagues, end of the week, trying to get it all done. Probably got a nice dinner planned for your spouse or partner. You've been overloaded, you're tired. Friday is just such a great time for an agency to dump something like this. This is why I like to be in the newsroom, by the way, on Friday nights. That's my favorite night of the week. Some people love to play. I love to torpedo and intercept stuff like this, because after all, it's about the public trust. It's about you. I'm answerable to you. I'm protecting you. I take it seriously, and so do my colleagues. And we're in reduced numbers.